there was a development. The harness is the wrong one. I don't need all the wires. I don't need all the connectors. All I really needed was that diode wire. So I paid 40 bucks for 2 diodes and 2 spade terminals and a chunk of wire. I cut it off the old harness and I just connected it into this one with some heat shrink connectors, and whatever, it'll work. To be fair, 40 bucks for that harness is outrageous anyways. There's like 17 cents worth of parts in it. The new coil is on. It's gapped. While I was in here, I gapped this coil. Here is our kill wire harness. Just got a feeder under. Let's connect the spade onto this one. Get on there. There we go. Ish. Yep, that one's on. This one is hiding. Can't see it. There it is. So that's the kill wire. Installed. Alright, let me string up those fuel lines and we'll give her a little hooja faja and see if she fires up. I might as well put the covers on too, because there's no reason it shouldn't run. So I'll put the cover on here, that way it's going to get the cooling that it's supposed to get. We'll get the covers back on, turn the key, and crank it up and see if it runs and starts and stops. Yeah. Alright, so I've got the fuel tank on there, I've got the new hose, new filter. I prime the filter and prime the line a little bit so the fuel pump doesn't have to work so hard to pull fuel. Let's see if we can get this heap started. I'm not feeling the love for this tractor. I don't know why, but something about this thing, I don't like it. Not that it's a bad tractor, it's just giving me grief. Okay, so let's see. Choke ski. Give her some throttle. Relay in there's working. Carb solenoid's working. Let's see. I mean, it ran before. It should run now. Does run good. Hour meter is doing weird things. Still doesn't shut off right. We got a wiring mess on this thing. I got a bad ground. Our ground is hanging off somewhere maybe. I don't know. I'm going to pull the battery out because I haven't yet. I'm going to see if there's maybe a little ground wire that's missing off this terminal. And I'll track the rest of the grounds down, make sure everything's grounded. We'll see. I'm not doing that on camera though. Alright, so I got the battery out. And this was good enough for a road trip for you guys out of the tripod. So, that doesn't look right. I believe that's a safety for the transmission, so it won't start when it's in the forward position. Come on, focus. Just do your job. There you go. That doesn't look right. And it's all the way up the wire. That doesn't look right. Somehow we've got, it's hard to get you guys in there. There's a fuse. One end of the fuse is in the harness and the other end of the fuse goes directly to ground. I don't even know. I don't know. Oh God. I might take all this off. Just to get in there and see what's actually going on with this thing. Because the PTO doesn't work, but something else is going on with this thing. I don't know who played with this before, but they did not do the owner any favors. Does run good though. Doesn't stop, but it runs. It works now. That fuse holder in behind there in the ground, it was blown. So I don't know why there's a fuse in the ground. I haven't seen it before. If you know that it's supposed to be there, leave me a comment if you've seen that on these tractors, because I haven't seen that before. I put the fuse in the ground, a new fuse in the ground wire, and it works. The hour meter even works now. It's craziness. I don't know. So it runs and it stops. I'll go with it. Got it all tore apart, and I got the paint redone on the back half of it. All I had was cat yellow, so it's cat yellow. I had to weld patches in the deck, which is done. So prime that, and the only paint I had was cat yellow, and a cat yellow deck under a Cub Cadet yellow body doesn't look good, so I just did the body in cat yellow as well. Just back here, up the front here, the frame and everything is still Cub yellow. But anyways, it's the middle of a pandemic. I mean, I can't get anything. I can't go down to the local store or my local dealer and get paint that I want. Anyways, did 4 bearings in the deck. 1 spindle was brand new. I did the bearings in the other spindles. Sharpen and balance blades. Got a new idler pulley for it. The one that was seized is brand new now. New belt on it. It's sitting outside. Painted cat yellow. And now we're just tidying it up and putting it back together. Gotta get the deck underneath there. The PTO to deck belt is good. It's still fine, perfectly fine. The actual blade belt was no good, so I just replaced it. We gotta get the hood on there, and yeah. Oh, after the PTO wasn't working, and actually it was working. I just didn't hear it. It was outside, and I had it running. I pulled the PTO, and I heard it click, and it would go on and off. So PTO is working. That's good, because it's expensive, and I don't want to put a new one on it. I did find just now, I forgot to paint that part. The shield. I forgot to paint it. So I'm going to squirt some color on that. I'm going to get the anti-scalp wheels put back on the deck. And yeah, just get rid of the masking stuff and put everything back together. I still need to get a seat for it. I got to source one. I've got a couple of universal seats, and neither one of those universal seats match up the bolt pattern. So I'll probably have to find a Cub one. That's not going to be cheap. Anyways, we're going to fast forward it from here and just put a bunch of stuff together. Alright, so I spent literally a couple of minutes just messing around. This side. That side. Much better. Just going to spend a few minutes more, zip it across the other half, and throw it back on the tractor. Well, it's not perfect, but it's better. Doesn't have to be perfect. So use riding lawnmower. Let's see if the lights still work. Both? Oh, look at that. We got two going. Excellent. Now the deck. Yep. Now the deck, and take it outside. Give it a shot. Try it on the grass. I still gotta wait for a seat. I'm not sure when I'm gonna get that. Yeah, we gotta figure something out with that because that's got a huge crevice in that thing. Well, there you have it. Runs mint. It cut my grass. 46-inch deck. Makes short work of this lawn. Did we get any grass in the bagger? Oh yeah. A little bit. A little bit. This was ready for the front lawn. Well, there we go, guys. Another mower saved from the scrap pile. Everything seems to work really, really well, actually. Rides nice, turns really sharp. That's cool. Especially with a 46-inch deck, you want to be able to turn it real sharp because in order to get around trees and things. But bagger works good. Clutch works perfectly. It's nice and quiet. All the deck bearings are quiet because I changed the ones that needed to be changed. and tuned it up, and seems to be fine. Thanks for joining me in this video, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you do subscribe, dingle that bell. It'll notify you when I upload new videos. And until the next one, take care.